Father Paul?
Yes, Your Eminence.
I'm Cardinal von Waldburg. How long have you been at the seminary here in Rome, Father Paul?
Almost a year, Eminence. I left England when it became clear that the king meant to break his obedience to the See of Rome and the Holy Father.
The death of the whore Anne Boleyn is perhaps providential, and His Holiness prays that King Henry will grasp this divine opportunity for reconciliation. Just one gesture of obeisance to the See of Rome, however small, will allow him to lift the threat of excommunication.
Eminence, believe me, that is something that the faithful of England are praying for. My mother, Lady Salisbury, has written to me expressing her hope that the new queen is, in her heart, a true Catholic.
Perhaps your mother could do more than hope. And perhaps you yourself, Father Paul, might consider returning to England in order to influence events there. You see, Father Paul, I know who you really are. It seems we were wrong to suppose that the King of England would realize his mistakes and the dangers to his soul. Instead, he continues to encourage Cromwell to vandalize and defile the houses of God and steal their treasures, all for his own use and pleasure. But yet, even in the darkness there is light. I mean, this great uprising of the faithful. This pilgrimage of grace.
I have heard of it too.
Yeah.
The pilgrims who march beneath the banner of Christ.
The Holy Father asks you to write a pamphlet in English denouncing the king and his advisors as heretics.
Of course. Start work on it straight away.
No, wait. His Holiness needs more from you than just your signature. With my encouragement, he has decided to appoint you an official legate. You will travel to France and to the Low Countries and meet representatives of the king and the emperor.
Eminence?
You will persuade them to provide monies, arms, and mercenaries to support this most holy crusade in England.
If that is what His Holiness asks me to do, then of course I will do it, like an obedient son to a father.
His Holiness has agreed to make you a cardinal. And here is your biretta.
I cannot accept.
Why not?
I'm not worthy.
In other words, you prefer your own judgment to that of the Pope, your Holy Father. No doubt you suppose that makes you seem humble, But actually, it is the sin of pride, Father Paul. The Holy Father mentioned you in his prayers today. He thanked God for your safe deliverance.
I was sure I was going to die.
Death is not ready for you yet. God has something else in mind. How else to explain the miracle of your survival?
My brother, Lord Montague, has sent me a letter.
Oh? Show me. I send you God's blessing and mine, though my trust to have comfort in you has turned to sorrow. It is incredible to me that by reason of a brief sent to you by the Bishop of Rome, you should be resident with him for this winter. If you keep that way, then farewell all my hope, and God save your mother and all your family.
What should I do?
That letter was not written by your brother, but dictated to him by Cromwell, the messenger of Satan. Never let the devil beguile you, either with his threats or his promises. The price of your soul is eternal vigilance. If you once let down your guard, the devil will slip like a serpent into your mouth. And forever afterwards, he will speak for you.
Eminence.
My child, my poor child.
He's killed them. My brother, my poor mother.
The King of England is the most cruel and abominable tyrant. There's no doubt now he must be overthrown by force. Better that he should die than risk the eternal damnation of all his subjects.
But there's nothing we can do.
But we can. His Holiness is ready to promulgate the bull of excommunication. The Emperor and the French have made peace. They are now both willing to point their swords at England. They will withdraw their ambassadors and prepare a fleet for invasion. And the Holy Father expects you to return to the Netherlands and to France to assist the preparation.
No. No, please. Let me help in other ways.
What? No, tell me, are you frightened? Now, you should thank God that he has called your family to heaven. You should not weep. So what is belief? What is belief, if not belief in the will of God? Do you think the Holy Father wants you to go to the Netherlands for his own sake? Don't you think he has asked God for guidance?
Forgive me.
Well, when I was a young priest in Germany, my family's house was occupied by Lutheran mercenaries. I had a beautiful sister whom I loved more than anything else in the world, and perhaps even more than God. Well, they raped her, they cut off her breasts, they threw pieces of her to their dogs right in front of my eyes. All of us have burdens to carry, Cardinal Paul.